Welcome to Game Week 15 of the Feesh Sports Marble Race Premier League. If you're new here, please make sure you smash the subscribe button. Get ready for the action every week right through to the end of the season. If you've returned from previous weeks, thank you for coming back. Anyway, this week we have Everton versus Liverpool, massive Merseyside derby to open with. We've got Villa versus Southampton, Brentford versus Newcastle, Crystal Palace versus Manchester City, Man United versus Nottingham Forest, Fulham versus Arsenal, Ipswich versus Bournemouth, Leicester versus Brighton, massive London derby in Tottenham versus Chelsea, and we finish with West Ham and Wolves. Looking back at last week's table, Villa were top ahead of Liverpool on goal difference alone. Chelsea and Arsenal just a further point behind that, and Fulham a further point behind them. At the bottom of the table, Bournemouth were finally off the bottom after making it 3 wins in a row, with Ipswich going bottom in place of them. And that's enough for now. Let's crack on with the Game Week 15 action. Match 1 of Game Week 15 is a Merseyside derby, Everton at home to Liverpool. Everton without a win in their last 5 games. Liverpool 4 wins in a row, currently only off the top spot on goal difference alone, joint top at the moment with Aston Villa. Who will win this one? Everton started the season well, are slowly dropping down the league with recent form here. They're still doing alright, they're above mid-table, but they are dropping bit by bit here with these kind of losses they've been having recently. But they're probably kind of roughly where they should be now. They're kind of heading towards mid-table, which the 7 marble team should be. Liverpool, however, are trying to push up to top spot again here, with putting some pressure on Villa with an early win in this opening game of Game Week 15. But Everton get an early goal here against the run of play. And could this be a problem for Liverpool? Can they get an equaliser? They've not got a lot of time to do this. They're not going to. We're going to have a shock result here. This one is going to finish Everton 1, Liverpool 0. Match 2 of Game Week 15 sees Aston Villa host Southampton. Aston Villa, top of the league, although they've only had 1 win in their last 4 games. Southampton with 1 win in their last 5 games. Aston Villa currently top, and Southampton just 1 place outside the relegation zone at the moment. And with Bournemouth, especially in the bottom 3, on some good form recently, Southampton need some points here to keep themselves potentially at the bottom 3, because at the moment, if they lose this one, they could end up being the bottom 3 by the end of Game Week 15. Villa look to be piling their way down the course. They've got quite a few ahead of the Southampton marbles at the present. Can any of them get clear? No, Southampton have broken free first here, and having already had 1 surprise this week in Game Week 1, in Match 1 I should say of Game Week 15, will there be another one here, which it would be even more of a surprise than the first one I think here, if Southampton can beat Villa. If Villa do win here, they'll at least temporarily go 3 points clear, but there are lots of teams at the top still to play this week. Or can Southampton get a surprise upset and pull themselves away from the relegation zone? Villa getting very close to getting through, and they're through now. They're going to be Southampton. Oh, Southampton have equalised. Are we going to get another shock result here? They've got 5 seconds. No, Villa probably safe now by the look of it. Villa 2 on up, seconds to go. It's over. This one finishes Aston Villa 2, Southampton 1. Match 3 of Game Week 15 sees Brentford hosting Newcastle. Brentford currently sitting just above mid-table, can go as high as 6th with a win here, albeit not all teams have played yet. Newcastle with just 1 win in the last 11 games, won the first 3 of the season, just 1 since then, currently just 3 points off the relegation zone. As a 9 marble team, they are underperforming beyond belief right now, and Brentford leading the way here as well again. Surely Newcastle's season will turn around soon. We cannot have a 9 marble team this low in the league for the whole season, surely, but Brentford dominating this. There's 4 down before the first Newcastle marble falls. Have any of these guys got enough momentum to get across the line here, or can Newcastle potentially blag a win? This one's going to surely get across for Brentford. Oh no, Newcastle having a mare. It's 2 goals for Brentford. This looks like another defeat for Newcastle, getting closer and closer to bottom 3. It's going to be 3-0 Brentford. Awful for Newcastle. This one finishes Brentford 3, Newcastle 0. Match 4 of Game Week 15 sees Crystal Palace at home against Man City. Crystal Palace in about 15th spot right now in the league. Man City mid-table, only had 3 wins in the last 11 games. Man City, they've drawn a lot of games this season. They are stuck in mid-table, desperately need a win here, and Palace are storming this course at the moment again. Man City, when are they going to come good? As well as only 3 11 marble teams in this tournament, along with Arsenal and Liverpool, they are way below where Liverpool and Arsenal are at this stage in the season, and they are way off top spot right now. Currently, before this game, they are 11 points off top spot. And Palace leading the way here. These marbles look, they have all no momentum whatsoever, so they're probably alright for the time being here. Man City, oh, they nearly weren't there. They got lucky, flew right across. Those 2 battling out, no goals there. Man City need to blag a win here. Oh, they've got an early goal. Is this the start of their climb? Oh no, Palace have equalised. Man City, when will you actually win a game, guys? You're having a mare. Oh, they stolen a late winner. Have they stolen a late winner? They have indeed. This one finishes Crystal Palace 1, Manchester City 2. Match 6 of Game Week 15 sees Man United at home to Nottingham Forest. Both these teams not too far apart in the league at all. In fact, both these teams on 17 points after 14 games. One team being Man United on 9 marbles, though Forest with just 6. So clearly one of these teams is underperforming, and that would be Man United, who are way below where they should be. Bottom half of the table, they can't even get top half with a win here. They are that far off the pace right now. They need wins to get back anywhere near the top half. But who will win this one? Can Forest go ahead of United in the league? We shall see. But some of these 9 marble teams have been awful this season. Spurs and Newcastle both below United. So while we're saying United are underperforming, Spurs and Newcastle are doing worse than these at the moment. Although Spurs currently also on 17 points. Newcastle obviously in the previous game struggling on just 14 points from their 15 games. But who will win this one? Who will climb on to 20 points and go roughly around mid-table, just below mid-table, with victory here? Forest getting very close. Forest are across the line. Man United equalise quickly. Will there be a winner in this one with 5 seconds left? Can United get one over the line? Oh, they were so close there. It's going to run out now, I think, barring a very late one. No! This one finishes Man United 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Match 6 of Game Week 15 sees Fulham at home to Arsenal. A bit of a London derby here. Currently Arsenal 4th, Fulham 5th. Arsenal to go 1 point behind Villa here with a win, while Fulham could go up to they could go up to second themselves with a win. 7 marble team rocking it in the top 4 right now. Fair play to them if they can get a win on the board here. Fulham definitely punching well above their weight so far this season. Arsenal doing alright as well, to be fair, not far off the top of the table themselves. Need a win here. They do not want to be dropping points against a 7 marble team. This Fulham marble's got some decent momentum. He's died right at the end though. But a big game here in the top 5. Massive game. Who is going to get across the line first? Oh, Fulham have pressure on Arsenal now. Can they get one over the line? They've got a lot coming down. They've got 1 down. They've got the equaliser. Fulham have got another one. It's 2-1 Fulham. Is it going to drop in time? It is indeed. Late equaliser from Arsenal. This one finishes Fulham 2, Arsenal 2. Match number 7 of Game Week 15 sees very much out of form and bottom of the league Ipswich Town at home to Bournemouth, who have now out of nowhere won their last 3 games in a row, pulled themselves to the bottom of the league, and a win here would get them out of the bottom 3 for the first time in a long while, if not the first time even this season potentially. I'm not sure where they were at the very start of the season, but they've been in the bottom 3 for a long while now. Can they make it 4 wins in a row out of nowhere and get themselves out of the bottom 3 for the first time in weeks? Ipswich Town desperately needing some points as well. If they win this one, they will get themselves out of the bottom 3 just about on goal difference ahead of Southampton at the moment. So massive win here, or massively important game for both these teams. If either win, that team will get out of the bottom 3. And this marble is miles clear of everyone else right now. Where are the rest of the marbles? This one can get a clean run. It can! Pressure on, and no one's anywhere near. This is over. This one's done already. There's no way in hell anyone else is going to get on this course. What has happened here? Shock result. Bournemouth's recent form is gone for the time being at least. And this one finishes Ipswich Town 1, Bournemouth 0. Crucial win for Ipswich. Match 8 of Game Week 15, Leicester City at home to Brighton. Leicester doing very well. 6 marble team up around mid-table. Fair play to them right now. 5 points off the bottom 3 for them at present. Brighton with a win here would put them up to 5th in the league, sneaking just ahead of Fulham after their draw this week with Arsenal. But we know how horrible this tier 4 course is. This obstacle here is vile and causes a lot of teams a lot of issues. And Leicester have got through that early, and that could be key this early on in the contest. As a Brighton marble come down as well. But we know how tricky this can be, and if there's a massive hold up at the top, you occasionally get 1 or 2 getting down this far, leading to sometimes some low scoring games. This Brighton marble needs to get down ASAP, because this Leicester one has a clear run. They could be in trouble. They might get a clear run here. There's trouble here potentially for Brighton. No, there isn't. They've got a red and they've gone back to the start of the course. Brighton have somehow got ahead. It's 1-1. Is there anyone else coming down this course? It's going to be at best case for Brighton 1-1. This marble's not going to make it either, I don't think. It isn't indeed. Another good point for Leicester. This one finishes Leicester City 1, Brighton 1. Match 9 of Game Week 15. It's a massive one. It's a London derby between out of form Tottenham and very much in form Chelsea. Tottenham down, languishing in 14th place right now, just 17 points from their 14 games so far. Chelsea currently 4th at the moment. A win here would put them just 1 point behind leaders Aston Villa. But Spurs desperately need some points. They are way off the pace as an marble team right now, along with Newcastle at the bottom. They need to steal a surprise victory here. For whatever reason, they just cannot get victories over the line this season so far. There's still time for an almighty comeback from them, to be fair. Teams might hit some form. But right now, Spurs are one of the worst 9 marble teams out there. They're in fact they're second worst behind Newcastle, with Man United just ahead on at the moment. Spurs coming strong here. Can they get the opening goal? They've got loads of marbles here. They can't get one over the line. They have now. Will we get a surprise result in the London derby? Will it cost Chelsea in their fight for the title? Maybe not after all. Spurs yet again have screwed it up. Not fully at least this time, but they're not going to get a win. Yet again, it's only going to be a point for them. This one finishes Tottenham 1, Chelsea 1. Match 10 of Game Week 15. Massive game this one for what it means to these two teams. West Ham at home to Wolves. West Ham currently bottom of the league. A win here, however, would get them out of the bottom 3 up to 17th. Some poor results for the teams at the bottom this week, and it would get them out of the bottom 3, get them level on points with Newcastle in 16th if they can manage to steal a victory here. Wolves, if they win, would go 6th at the moment. They jump up about 5 places up into 6th, with some of the teams around them not winning or dropping points at least this week. And West Ham have made a good start here, 2 marbles away early. If either of these guys can get some good momentum in the higher end of the course, this one's got a chance. This is giving them a fantastic chance of victory here. There isn't currently even a Wolves marble in sight. There's 6 seconds to hold on. Will any Wolves marbles even make it? There's one coming with some momentum now. This will be absolutely heartbreaking for West Ham if he gets across the line. He doesn't. This one's over. Great win for West Ham. This one finishes West Ham 1, Wolves 0. West Ham back out of the bottom 3. So at the end of Game Week 15, it's Villa who remain top after their 2-1 home win against Southampton. The rest of the top 6, not a win amongst them at all there, meaning that Villa are now 3 points clear of Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool, all on 28 points, while Fulham are a further point behind on 27. Bournemouth's brief escape from the very bottom of the table has ended with West Ham winning and Ipswich winning. They are now back on the bottom, but they are only 3 points away from safety, so they're still in with a good chance. They're still climbing out very soon indeed. If you enjoyed this one, guys, please make sure you smash like on this one for me. If you are not already subscribed, please do subscribe to follow us across the rest of the course of the season. Please also, if you could, support the shorts videos for the individual games that come out alongside this. If you could, that would be amazing. And until next time, guys, I hope to see you back for Game Week 16 in a week's time. Cheers all, bye!